Hello and welcome to my video about ancient Celtic coins and Proto Money. This guide is designed to teach people in regards to what are the coins of the Celts, what kind of coins did they use, how did they influence the cultures, and what are the best reference works out there in order to learn more about this topic. First of all, let me tell you that my name is Ilya Zlobin. I'm an expert enthusiast and author and dealer in ancient Greek and Roman coins. I love coins and I love explaining more about them. So let's go over this mini collection I've assembled here for you. All these coins are available for sale, by the way, so let's get started. The first coins that I'm going to show you are not really coins at all. They're actually Proto Money. The main point that a lot of these have is that they had a hole through them and could be worn around their as a necklace, and these were used as almost trade tokens. So for example, we have this type of an unusual shape, and it's from circa 500 to 300 BC. So these different bronze pieces are very interesting to collect. Next, we have this one in the shape of the Triskelies. This is a very interesting type. Not commonly seen. Next, this is called Celtic ring money, or roulettes, or wheel money, and these come in different shapes. Sometimes they have knobs, sometimes they have a little bit different ones. I have another example of this a little further on in this video, but this is kind of interesting too. So the ancient Celts would use money like this, at least within their own culture. I'm not sure how well internationally accepted items like this would be for trade, but I'll show you what they likely used for more international trade with other tribes outside of their region. This is called Arrowhead Money. So these were cast, and this is probably some of the more ancient Celtic type of money. They were in the shape of arrowheads. Notice they're not sharp at all. They're just used as some sort of token of accepted value. So that's very interesting. This is Celtic Bail money. So see, it's a little bit of a bell, and notice there's a loop. You could have a bunch of these on a string and carry them with you, so this way you don't lose them. This is one of the more rare types, as usually you don't see these. So you could say this is wheel money in some ways, but this wheel has gotten to be a little bit, I don't know, not really so much a wheel. It would be, you wouldn't want to use this for a cart, right? So next, this is another example of wheel money, but this one's kind of interesting. It's more thick, and it has this type of knobs on it. Really ancient and really beautiful. Next, this is the only one of its kind I've seen so far. This is a beautiful example. Next, the ancient Celts, they lived around the cultures of the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans. And what they actually would do, they would be trading with the ancient Greeks, and they would receive the coins in trade. And what happened was that they saw how useful they were in that denomination and how widely accepted they were. So what they did was, instead of just being limited to the amounts of coins that they could trade their goods and services with the Greek city-states, tribes, and monarchies, they decided to imitate the issues of the ancient Greeks and issue their own coins. Like, this is an example of a Philip II coin, father of Alexander the Great. Notice that on this coin, it has actually exceptionally fine style for the portrait. So the person creating the dies for this coin was exceptionally versed in the style that ancient Greek coinage had. A lot of times it's a lot more blundered, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. So, and notice the horse design. So that's what the ancient Celts did. These Celtic peoples, see, coins like this were issued in Macedonia area, so that's northern Greece. And to the north of them, you had various different Celtic tribes. The interesting thing about Celtic tribes is that they were not well versed in Greek language or the Latin language, respectively, depending on the Celts around which area they lived. And what happened was that the coins, when they tried to imitate them, the ancient Greek or Latin letters, they would be blundered, or they would become more stylized. Also, the coin is a lot more stylized than the ancient Greeks and Romans. As the ancient Greek and Roman coins, they were much more true to life than the Celtic coins, than their Celtic counterparts. But at the same time, this is a very interesting coinage to collect. If people of Eastern Europe, the Celts were in ancient Spain, in ancient Britain, in Germany, France, Switzerland, all over the place. So very important cultures, and they were contemporary, meaning that they were at the same time as the ancient Greeks and Romans. So we're talking about a coin from circa 359 to 336 BC. This coin created by a Celtic tribe. Next, this is a coin made by a Celtic tribe in the style of coins of the Greek city of Tassos. It's an island city, and this one's actually an exceptionally fine style because they were able to get the text, the ancient Greek text, very well, true to nature as the original was. But you could tell a little bit that it's Celtic by the style of the coin. Notice the forehead. So perhaps the earlier ones, they did a little bit more, or it depended on the tribe, or depended on who was making the coin. Their style maybe was much more similar to the ancient Greeks. But still, you could tell the stylization. If you look at some of my other videos or other coins, you could see that ancient Greek coins, made by the Greeks, were a little bit more true to life than these types of coins. This is an ancient Celtic coin of northern Italy, made in the style of the coins of pretty much Massalia. Massalia, France still exists, and see, it says Massalia, and you could tell this Celtic style. This is one of the things that I'm mentioning to you, the Celtic style that you're going to be able to notice impeccably once you're able to see what Celtic coins look like. And I'm going to show you some reference that works on the subject too that are going to be really good. So this coin is actually exceptionally beautiful too. What's interesting about this coin is that I picked it out of a group of a lot of different ones. And what's nice about this one, watch out for coins that are exceptionally well centered, have an exceptionally nice strike, because what happens is a lot of coins, you could say in some cases most of the coins struck by different ancient cultures, they're actually off center, don't have a sharp strike, and don't have a high state of preservation. So you may be looking at this coin and a coin, a similar type of this one, but in worse condition, and this one is going to be worth so much money. It could be worth 5-10 times the amount of money that the coin in the lower grade is worth. But because it's in a nicer condition and there's a lot less of them, a lot of people don't realize this. They're like, oh, a coin is a coin is a coin, but it's not. The condition, that's what we have to watch out for. And also the rarity and is important to the desirability. So, for example, rulers such as Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and things like that, perhaps the condition doesn't matter as much because their coins are valuable either way. So this one is a central Gaul. Gaul was ancient France area. And the Celts loved using the horse in their coins, and this one looks like a stylized head of Apollo, but it just says male head left. It's very interesting. This is very similar to also some of the coins of this ruler, Philip II. He issued coins that did have a head of Apollo and a horseman. So perhaps they used that as a prototype to issue this coin. So this is kind of interesting. And I don't know if you're picking this up yet, but look at the stylized design of it. That's what the Celtic people, pretty much the Celtic peoples, they did not, necessarily speak, they could have probably spoke the language, but I don't think they knew how to write or read it. Perhaps maybe they did have, some people that were expert in writing and reading it, but at least not the ones that were minting the coins. So, this is an interesting coin. This is a struck Celtic coin from Paris area, and it's of this would have been split apart, but it's still together. Each little circle, and this is of these Celts that apparently Julius Caesar vanquished. So, very interesting coin. And very, very highly coveted type. Next, this is a coin of the later ancient Celtic peoples. So we're talking about the Celts being, 500, 700 BC, 300 BC range, and then they lived in the northern areas, north of, let's say, the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans. And they traded with these people, and what they did was they, issued coins in the styles of the contemporary coinage. So we're talking about going from circa 300 BC to around 300 AD, and they're still at it. This coin is, you could say, a coin of Magnentius. They used, they pretty much produced a coin in the style of the Roman coins of the time. So this one would have been a Magnentius coin, and they produced their own. Notice the style. The Celtic coinage is an interesting topic to collect on its own. So this is very interesting. So it's struck by Celtic Gaul, Danube, or Britain. So I can't tell you the exact location, but it's definitely struck by the Celts. Very interesting types to collect. What's also interesting about Celtic coins is that not a lot of people know about them. So sometimes you can pick them up relatively inexpensively. And in some cases, they're actually a lot more rare than their Greek counterparts. So let's get into the works of that you could use in order to learn more about the different coinage. So, Coinage in the Celtic World by Daphne Nash. This is an amazing book. Probably very comprehensive, the most comprehensive work you could get on the subject. Very well written. It describes the different motifs, why they wrote these motifs, and I have a link to this book in the article below this video. So you can click on the link below the video and see the article, see these examples, and you can click on them, search them from my store, and things like that. Next, ancient Greek coins and their values, volume 1 and volume 2. So this would be volume 1 and this would be volume 2. I don't have a book cover on this because I'm using it all the time. And so Greek coins and their values by David R. Sear, volume 2 and volume 1. And very important works. Here in these books it shows both Celtic coins and also the ancient Greek coins too, of the different monarchies, Alexander the Great and the such. So Greek coins and their values, volume 1, volume 2 for the Celtic coins, and also this book. If you want to pick this book up, this is a book for beginners, but very well written. It's pretty comprehensive in the different types that it has. It features a lot of different cultures, not just the Celts, but the Celts are included in here, you know? Has a lot of great pictures, a lot of descriptions, and Very important. So it's Ancient Coin Collecting Volume 6 by Wayne G. Sales. There's also a link to that below this video too. So leaving you off, there's plenty of you know, research opportunities with the article below. You can check out my store also from there. Each coin itself comes with its own, you know, professionally done certificate of authenticity. My signature. I've worked with over 50,000 ancient Greek and Roman coins over the years, and you know, this kind of presentation makes it much more valuable, much more beautiful, and it's great for whether you're a beginner or an expert, or if you're giving it as a gift. So basically, I'm looking forward to dealing with you guys soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.